Alright, so I found the new best way to possibly farm for candies and a perfect rotation to properly maximize your candies. Obviously to obtain these new rods like the Duskar rod or whatever it's called. So last time I actually told you guys the best way was to farm for crates. So obviously when you farm for crates, even with normal crates or event crates or whatever, you have a chance to get the currency, right? So when you open the crate, you have a chance to get candies, you have a chance to get money just from fishing in this area from the crates. And that is a really good method by itself, but it's definitely not the best, and it's definitely something you would rather do when you're AFK or macroing or not at the computer, obviously. And a couple of you guys may have already seen this because I've hinted it in my videos and I've showed you guys how to do this, and I told you guys I'll make a better video to kind of explain it a little bit better. And the best possible way to farm for candies is goblins. Don't click off, hold on, just let me explain. So we know that goblins spawn in the main world, not the frightful mirror, obviously. They spawn over here, and they spawn by telling you or they tell you they spawn by notifications in the chat, or it pops on your screen at the bottom. A lot of people don't actually know this because they don't really consistently do it, is that when you do the first goblin quest or the first one that pops up, if you do it quick enough, when it pops up, you can keep continuously doing it. It'll keep coming back every 30 seconds to a minute if you do it quick enough, kind of. So there isn't really like a time limit on it or something. You just want to make sure that you don't let them stack up to the point where they despawn and then it probably won't spawn again. So let's say one was to spawn right here. I'll show you guys an example in a little bit. One was to spawn at Moosewood. So it pops up right here. I complete it. In about 30 seconds to a minute, another one will spawn again. And it'll do that again and again and again. And there's chances for it to double spawn and for you to get double the goblins to spawn. And every single time you do the witch's ingredients, obviously, or every time you get the witch's ingredients and you turn them in, you get candies. You get about, I'd say the least I've seen it go towards is maybe 27, and the highest I personally see it go to is like 50 to 60. So every single time you turn them in, you get 50 to 60 candies, which is obviously better than fishing and getting about less than, I don't think I've ever seen it go over 10. You know, you get like less than 9 every single time, 2 to 9 or something like that. And it's a chance, it's not always guaranteed. Versus the Witch's Cauldron, it's definitely guaranteed. And at the same time, you get really rare rewards, obviously, for crafting and stuff like that. Like the blazed handle, which I have yet to get. I haven't been focused on this too much, but I've been trying to research this. So you get rewards, you get boats and everything from doing Witch's Cauldrons, and you can get the rods, you can get all this good stuff, while at the same time, it being the best way to see right there, the double spawned right there. So I got one at Mushgrove. So let me go ahead and grab this one just to show you guys a quick example. So obviously it spawned at Mushgrove. So now if I was quick enough and I just came over here, you don't really gotta like, I'm not, when I say quick, you don't gotta speed run it, just to the point where it doesn't despawn, which is a long time. So you want to grab the quest, obviously. Okay, drown. Just do the quest. All right, so boom, we completed the quest. Let's turn it in. And then as soon as we finish it, we're gonna grab our ingredients, obviously. And in about 30 seconds to a minute, another one's gonna spawn. So let's just go ahead and wait, and literally let's wait for it to spawn in. Boom, there we go. A goblin has spawned somewhere on Forsaken Shores. Make your way to Forsaken Shores to retrieve the witch's ingredients. That was, I think, a minute or so, not too long. So you can see these spawn very frequently. If you complete them, the next one will spawn almost instantly from the time you did the last one. And while you're waiting for the next one to spawn, you can go in your inventory and search up candy bucket and use your candy bucket. And I've at the new frightful area, you can knock on doors and actually they'll give you candy. So there's a 10-minute time limit for trick-or-treating around the new event area. You don't get too much, but it is pretty good. You can kind of get some fish and candy at the same time. So while you're waiting for it to spawn in, you can go ahead and get a little bit of extra candy from knocking on these doors, which is really good. So they'll just keep giving you candy. And I think there's a couple doors, and the universal time for it, like if I try to knock again, I think they're all, yeah, 9 minutes 43 seconds. Knock on this one, 9 minutes 21 seconds. So they're about, there is a 10-minute timer for each door. But I'll show some footage of me actually doing this a while ago before I even had this rod. So I was really trying to get that stuff, so you guys can see how easy it was to honestly farm for this.
I think the goblins might just be the best way. You get like 20, 30.
Oh yeah, you do. Low key, if you do them fast enough when they spawn, for some reason they just keep spawning over and over and over. So
yeah, I noticed. Once you miss one of them, they just don't spawn again. Like they stop.
Yeah, Moosewood. I got one at Forsaken Shores. Oh, there we go. See, immediately as soon as I finished it, another one spawned at Moosewood.
I have to rejoin. I think mine was Bennett. Well, it's AFK. Right? They AFK overnight, bro. So I'm not.
You know, the goblins stay, even if you're AFK, the goblins stay at the island, and they always have their highlight. So if you go to an island and you don't see like some type of highlight, then they're not there. But you could low key like, cause I had one at once. I had 3 at Mushgrove when I went over there, and I was AFK. I came back. Oh my god, this might actually be the method, bro. Holy.
He left though. You think I got rid of them?
Yeah, I just finished this one. Let me see how long it takes for the next one to spawn. Oh my god, yeah, this is low-key the method, bro. Hold on, wait, where is immediately after I finish this one at Forsaken, like 30 seconds later, another one spawns at Forsaken. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Give me that, son. Easy. Oh my god, yeah, this is the method, bro. Boom, another one at Moosewood, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm about to make so much bread. So much, what you call it? Easy chat. Give me another one. Give me another one. What am I? I'm at 5 now, bro. What is that? Like,
Yeah, another one literally just
maybe
spawned.
500 for you? Yeah, see?
Yeah.
There's the
Just thought I didn't
method.
know what one.
It's like after you collect it, it's either it spawns like maybe instantly or it spawns after like a minute or like 30 seconds or something like that. Bro, I look away for like 1 second. 1, 2, 3 just spawned. 4, I think, just spawned. I don't know. I got one at Mushgrove. I think, is there one at Moosewood still or no? Or was that old? I think that was old. So there's one at Forsaken Shores and one at Mushgrove Swamp. So I'm gonna go look at both of these and go claim them. So this is definitely the method. As long as you don't ignore most of them, as long as you do one once you enter the server, I guess, it'll keep spawning and spawning and spawning. And if you keep doing at least one every couple of minutes, it'll keep spawning and keep giving you more goblins to do. All right, honestly, it depends on the quest that they give you, but I'm not gonna lie, you can make a lot of these in a short amount of like a short time frame. I already have 6 and it hasn't even been like 10 minutes, bro. And then we got another one at Forsaken Shores, so we're gonna go claim that one too. So we got another one right here at Forsaken, bro. This is cracked, bro. I don't know how I didn't realize this before. Okay, like obviously, like if you get someone like walking studs or like jumping 50 times, it's gonna be a little bit tedious, but this all of them are pretty simple. None of them take like crazy time, like unless it's the drowning one. But these are so easy and they spawn so frequently and you get so much from them. I don't know how I didn't realize. Like it snapped to my mind literally just now. But like we have 7, so let's go back here. I think 7's a good amount. So we got 7. Look, oh my god, 2 of them already spawned back to back. Like bro, it's like they don't stop. But we have 7. We're gonna go ahead and turn these in 50 each. So boom, we get 50 there, another 35. Honestly, it has a range. I'm pretty sure we get 26, 29, so we can go up and down. So I'm guessing you can get a range from like 20 to maybe over 50. Oh, there we go. 41, 45. We got a title, 32. Look at that. That's like an easy what, 300 right there in like 10 minutes. Versus if you were to go like fishing for candy over here, you'd only get like maybe 100, 200 in like 30 minutes because you got to wait 10 minutes. So I would say since it does have a cooldown, I would go for these, and then after you go for these, since they have a 10-minute cooldown, just go for the goblins so you can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If the goblins don't spawn, then you go for this, and if this doesn't if this is still on cooldown, then you just go for the goblins. So obviously a back and forth action, so you can make as much candy as you can, so you can grind for whatever rod you need and then get this over with. I'm not gonna lie, because the grind is crazy.
So it all depends on how frequently the goblins spawn for you, but usually they should spawn pretty frequently. And sometimes if you're lucky, not really lucky, but sometimes they'll spawn in the middle of you trying to finish a goblin quest, or as soon as you finish one, there'll be like double, triple that'll spawn, so then you have even more to go for. So you can make literally an unlimited amount of candies with this, and it's probably going to be the best method. You could probably make like thousands of candies an hour and definitely get closer to getting any of the new rods. So me personally, I'm going to definitely put this to the test. And honestly, if you're macroing, you should definitely be doing this. I'm not going to lie. Macroing, and from crates, you only get like, sometimes you'll only get some candies. So it's a chance to get candies from the crates. Obviously, it's pretty good if you're not playing the game, if you're like AFK or something. But if you're here, definitely go for the goblins, because realistically, you could probably make a lot from the crates, but there's no way you're gonna make more from the crates versus the goblins. So you can definitely get close to your goal from the goblins versus the crates, but I definitely recommend the crates if you're AFK, obviously. But the goblins are a faster method. But good luck, y'all. Hope y'all get close. I'm getting pretty close to the 15,000. I'm at 7.3, so hopefully very soon I'll have that rod.